I've got all these errors coming up on Facebook about slow internet speed, frame rate, etc., etc. I don't care, to be honest. I don't know. Something instinctively. This week's been an interesting week. It's something has told me that I need to come back out there and just start sharing more about my own journey, but also um, just making myself more available to people that might need some input. I'm not saying you necessarily need help as such, but uh, so I'm coming on at whatever 10 to 9 on a Friday night, when most people are probably out doing their thing. And I went, do you know what? I'm just going to come online and just see if anyone needs to talk about something. And if they don't, that's cool too. So I don't have any ego about it. The comments are not showing up on here, so oh, there we go. Sorry, I was playing on my other phone as well. Um, Hi, Laura. Lovely to see you. Um, I think what prompted it tonight. So I've got some. I'm up in the middle of nowhere in North Wales, halfway up a mountainside, and yeah, I've literally got one neighbour that's kind of a 5 minute walk down the road, and apart from that, there's literally two gates between me and civilization. And my lovely neighbours were having a chat. I'm not going to talk about which member of their family it was because maybe there's some way they might be watching. Uh, but basically someone that was trapped in a pretty crappy relationship, and I sense that they've given up kind of all hope of what could be. um and I know what that feels like. I'm not definitely not talking about recent relationships, because I think I was the one that probably was not giving everything I needed to give. But um it's very sad when people kind of lose hope or give up hope. And I've made it very clear to my lovely neighbours that, remember their family, because they've been so kind to me. Like, I'll do anything to give people the opportunity to make choices from the best version of who they are. So I have a belief that we're all, whether your views are religious or spiritual, whatever. Mine tend to go more down the spiritual route. Um, we're all pure universal beings. And unfortunately, life and circumstances can enable us to put stuff in a way where we don't show up that way. And talking about this one particular family member, it's like, do you know what? Mm, Life and circumstances has helped them to create beliefs that probably mean that they have settled, and settled for something that really is not right, not right for them. And it was interesting. Some of the work I'm going to talk about the next few days and weeks are some work by a wonderful man called Peter Crone, Crone. Um, Look him up. Phenomenal guy, just so wise, so calm, so peaceful, and it really resonates resonates with my being and my heart probably more than any other person that I've had the pleasure of following, including some very famous people that you'd all know. Um, yeah, we need to be very careful of buying into mind and ego too much. Hey, Moses, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. If either you or anyone else that's on here has any questions, or wants some insights and stuff, let me know. If not, I'm going to keep prattling on for a little bit. I'll probably knock it on the head after 5 or 10 minutes. But um, here's the deal. And Ben, hi Ben. I'll say okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? Thanks, Ben. I appreciate you saying love this way of being from you. Do you know what, this is me, mate? You know, it always was, just that sometimes it would only show up when I did speeches. And what I'd rather be is be open and vulnerable to anyone looking at social media, and not worry about the fact that, do you know what, what might people think, or uh, anything like that, because that's ego, right? It's just it's nonsense. So I'd rather just show up as me. So I'm actually, while we're waiting for any questions or anyone to come on, maybe there won't be any questions. I just want to. So there are people on this call who have always shown deep care and love for who I am as a person, and I'm just going to call you out, like Laura. I mean, like, thank you so much for all your love and support over the last few weeks and months. Because oh, name a song that lifts your spirits instantly, says Laura. Um, so for me, uh, probably the one more than anything that does that for me is so I got bizarrely. I was one of these guys in the late 80s. I was really into The Cure. So if you go onto Spotify, whatever you need to do, look up "Just Like Heaven" by The Cure. It's just like it just lifts me up. I play it every day. "Just Like Heaven" by The Cure. Um, so I call out Laura. Laura, you've been an absolute star in terms of just unconditional love and support and just checking in on me. So I appreciate that very, very much. Moses, well, buddy, we go back a long, long way. And yeah, I mean, you light me up in many different ways. Like you sent me this lovely birthday video, just really showed love for me. But in some ways, Moses is a very special animal. So if you don't know Moses Noloka, go and look up Moses. Um, Moses actually inspired me because of who he is and also the potential he has. He's a force of nature, this boy. So if you don't know about Moses yet, you will do very, very soon. Ben Alsop, what do I say about Ben Alsop? God, blimey, Ben. The reason, of course, I'm saying this because I'm talking to other people and I'm calling out these people as well. Ben, you are the absolute epitome of unselfish love. So you had some difficult time when you were forming and running Shape Your Destiny. You had some very difficult times, and yet your focus is always about serving others and helping others. And I love the fact that you're as well recognizing the fact of prioritizing self as well, because otherwise we don't have the energy and capacity to help others. But like, if you don't know Ben and know the work that Ben's done, I think that's where I met Laura. Actually, was through Ben's seminars. Is like Ben's a true servant leader, right? You get a lot of people in this space, and so you all actually. I'm just talking about Ben currently, but like Moses and Laura, the same. Um, there's a lot of bullshit leadership out there in personal development, and like I can't think of a better example of a servant leader than Ben Alsop. Um, he genuinely puts others before himself. It's like there's no ego there at all. Same with you, Moses, as well. Actually, Laura, I don't know you as well, so I apologise for that. But um, here's the deal, right? You need to continue to work on and cherish and love self and not buy into the bullshit, because sometimes we're driven to servant leadership through, and I'm not talking about anyone particularly on this call, but maybe myself, is sometimes we're driven to servant leadership to compensate for love we're not giving to ourselves. I've done that for sure. And do you know what? To truly, truly serve, I think you have to be that lighthouse. You have to show people the way, and to be the best example of self love. I always laugh when I say the word self love. To be the but I'm such a smutty bastard. Um, to be that absolute epitome of self love, and I think all of us on this call are probably the reason you come on there is because we're all on that journey, right? We've always got more to give to ourselves, which enables us more to give to others. Um, yeah, yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more videos from me. Yeah, if you don't know about a guy called Peter Crone, look him up. Life changing, genuinely, genuinely life changing. Ah, Ben, you're a star, mate. Thanks so much. And you're right, Laura, he never gives up. He's an absolute fucking legend. And like, and again, as I said before, like I couldn't wish to share this live with three more loving souls than Laura Moses and Ben. You're absolute superstars, all three of you. And well, I'm just trying to check this. It's feeding through. And yeah, I appreciate your support, love, and support very, very much. I've just now said that, and now someone else has come on board, and I'm going to call you out as well. The lady, I don't know if it's going to come up in the chat or not. But anyway, the lady has come on board who retired now, but she was an absolute superstar in the corporate world, and I had the opportunity to work with her to help her to communicate her soul better. And actually, funnily enough, I won't mention by name. She haven't typed in anything to chat yet, but you know who you are. Um, because of you, because of the way that you wanted to contribute love and support to the corporate world, that's now becoming a big focus of my life, which is how do I bring more love and appreciation and gratitude to the corporate world? Because no matter what area of your life it is, right? So sometimes we show up, we don't necessarily feel like we've been given permission to show up for who we are, and this lady who I saw just joined the call, um, who I had the opportunity to coach on speaking skills, was the absolute epitome of like her whole team and beyond. Um, really sharing love, appreciation, and gratitude. I didn't necessarily formalize it in my head at the time, but that's a big part of my work. Got a workshop coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'm working with another corporate on this. That's cool. Like, how can you bring? I'll put a grid up in my feed fairly soon about my Be the Difference Today stuff. But it is like fundamentally, how can you transform your life, the businesses you work in, and also maybe even the other people you touch from a place of consistently sharing love, appreciation, and gratitude? And now another person's come on who's an absolute dear friend of mine who I have the utmost admiration for, Claire Louise. Hello, lovely lady. Go and watch her videos. If you ever had an example of, I would say, pragmatic self development and like saying things how they really are, don't know anyone better in the world than the lovely Claire Louise. So who's currently on a jolly with her mate. So having a good time. Enjoy yourself, my friends. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what I've said here tonight, but basically, I think probably from telling you all how much I all love you and how much I appreciate you, maybe there's some clues for other people. Um, I guess what I've learned over the last few months is no one will love you more than yourself. And if you're not prepared to do that for yourself, then how can you expect others to do it for you as well? And it's been an interesting journey for me, for sure. I'm still going through it, and I'm extremely grateful for it, even though sometimes it gets handed to you in quite a painful envelope. Um, because the great thing is, when I learn the lessons, I get to share them with you as well. Right, I think I've prattled on enough for now. God, even my mate Rob's come on now. Gosh, he'll blow his mind. I was talking about woo-woo bollocks mindset, but I appreciate you coming on, Rob. Yeah, 12 minutes is more than enough. I'll probably do more of these. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up doing these daily, to be honest. I'll advertise them a bit better next time. So if people want to come on and have a chat about stuff or just post a question, uh, I'd like to give more of myself back to all of you and all my Facebook friends, some of which I know in person, some of which I've never met. Um, I say I owe it to people. I kind of feel it's the right thing to do. Love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Big love back, Claire. Thank you very much indeed. You're welcome, Ben. Love you, buddy. Huge hugs to everyone. I agree with that one, Laura, very much indeed. Let's create a force for good, yeah. Got to be done. Bye for now.